Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tracy. I'm 51 years old. I'm new to YouTube, and I would just like it so much if you would like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. So let's get started. So I have always loved to work. I did not love school that much, but I loved to work. I got my first job when I was 14 years old at the local movie theater, and I remember that because I could only work so many days and so many hours because of the child labor laws because of my age. And from 14 to about a month and a half before my son was born, I worked. It's always been little odd jobs. I've tested people's pool water for a local pool company. I worked at a little jewelry store at the mall. I was a nanny when we were stationed overseas. I worked at the dollar store, which I really enjoyed. I worked my way up to third key. So I've always enjoyed working, but I knew when we had children that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and my husband was very supportive. We had already discussed all this. When you're getting to know someone, when you're planning a life with someone, these are all things that you, or hopefully you talk about in advance, what you're looking for in the relationship. And I knew when we had children, that was it. I was staying home. So fast forward to 2008. My son is 8 years old and our daughter is 3. And it's about this time that I love being a stay-at-home mom, but I'm kind of getting an itch to do something. And one day we're driving on base, and I happen to spot a sign that says that they're taking applications for the Red Cross for a dental assisting program. And after finding out some information about it, I go for it. I try it, I apply, and I get accepted. And so from the end of September, October 2008 till April 2009, I'm in the dental assisting program. And when I complete that program, which was amazing because it gave me what I was looking for. I was just looking for a little outlet, and it made me feel a little bit more confident. Um, being around other adults in a work setting situation. So once I completed the program, we moved overseas, and to keep my skills up, I just volunteered with the Red Cross in the dental clinic in Germany for 2 days a week. And I was a stay-at-home mom for the rest of the time. And it wasn't until about 2000 and I think 2016 that I started to get the itch again. We were back in the States. I think my daughter was in middle school, my son was in high school, and I was really looking to try my hand at something when I happened to come across an ad for a dining room aide at an assisted living place. And so what I thought was perfect timing ended up not being so great. I loved the job, but it was not perfect timing because my daughter was in a small private school, and I would have to take her to and from school because there weren't any buses that ran from there. So I would literally drop her off at school, and by the time I picked her up and brought her home, I would have to leave to go to work. So after about 6 months, I just decided this was not the right time for me. So fast forward to Jackson is in college and Jada is in her junior year, the end of her junior year of high school. And I decide I'm going to try my hand at something. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm terrified at this point. I haven't worked outside of the home in forever. The little voice that always tries to talk you out of things, that was very loud in my head, and I was scared. I really was. I was scared. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try something. And one day I was walking with my friend, and she said she had applied to a cafeteria, and she suggested that I apply. Well, I don't cook. So at first I was not interested, but she said, no, you should try. So I did. I applied and I went in for an interview and I got hired as a cafeteria worker. And you guys, I love it. It was a terrifying experience because I wasn't sure that I could do it. It's weird. Sometimes you hear that little voice that tries to talk you out of things. You're older, well, you know what you're doing. You haven't worked in a workplace in so long, but I went for it, I did it, and I absolutely love it. Love it. So I just want you to know it's never too late. Put yourself out there, go for stuff, try it, because you'll never know what can happen. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.